ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live stream Tuesday, and I hope you've had a good start to the week. Let me see who is in the house tonight. We have Tammy, Billy, Bonnie, Alison, A. Briggs, TIGQ, Karen, Tom, Linda, Bonnie in there again, Alison, Desert Deluge, Tammy as well, Joni, Bev, Corey, Cherokee Mammy of 4 as well, and Orlando going through, and Debbie and Motown Girl 22. And yes, hello everybody. Thank you for joining me on this live stream tonight. Talk about cutting it fine, because there were a lot of pictures to upload to my software again, so that was good. And I'm going to start off the live stream actually just rectifying something that happened, or something that I said on the last live stream, which was about the pictures in Picture Corner. So we'll jump straight into Picture Corner so that I can rectify what I said. And it was just to do with a couple of the pictures, I do believe. We had this one, which I said was from Paul, but in fact it is Francis who sent this one in, so thank you for that. And this second one was from Francis as well. So that was something I mentioned on the last live stream, so to rectify that before we go on. But there we go, so just a glimpse into Picture Corner to start with, but we will be getting into the pictures that have been sent in and have been linked to by Laura a little bit later on. So let me first of all get the names of my patrons up on screen, because they make this all possible in the first place. Big shout out to these lovely people. They know who they are. When I say lovely people, I have to wait till the names come along a little bit further along. Sponsored by the Wings of Pegasus patrons, as it always says throughout the live streams, on a Tuesday and a Saturday. So if you want to get your name on the list, if you want to become a patron, head over to patreon.com/Wings of Pegasus. That's how you spell Patreon, just in case you don't know that. I mean, some people might think it's patron, but it's not. It's Patreon, and then you become a patron. And I do see a few people actually referring to their patrons as Patreons, which doesn't really make sense because of the whole patrons things back in the day. Shakespeare had patrons who would pay and support him financially so that he could do what he did. And that's very much what Patreon does. As I always say, it's the foundation of everything that I do, because it gives me that financial foundation to be able to do everything. So again, yeah, a huge thank you to all of these people that make this happen, the live stream, make all of my analysis videos happen, and all the cover videos that I've done in the past as well. The interviews, let me mention about the interviews, because I have part 2 of the interview with Morris Hayes coming out tomorrow night. I released part 1 on Sunday, so make sure you check that out if you haven't checked it out yet. You'll have to check it out quickly, because that second one will be out tomorrow. Make sure that you are subscribed, hit that notification bell to get notified for all of the videos that I release in the future on the channel, whatever they may be. Talking about subscribing and liking and all that kind of thing, if you could leave a thumbs up as you come through the door for this live stream, that would be much appreciated. Tonight we are aiming for 325 likes in order to have our FilJam, and I believe it's now going to be FilJam number 9, not number 8. So let me change that like that. Okay, so we're now waiting for FilJam number 9. And yeah, 325 likes in order to hit that. Right, I have to do the screen capture, as I said, talk about cutting it fine, when I started the live stream. And I haven't yet set up the screen capture for the likes, so let me do that while I'm talking at the same time, and then come over here and click on this and see if it appears, and it does. So there we go. We have 171, just a bit of a spike there out of the 325. So yeah, maybe we can get a spike of the lights going on. That would be much appreciated. Right, what else do we get on the screen? There's only one more, I think, which is the donations tab. And I know that there have been donations so far, so thank you guys for those. I will reference those on the YouTube site, on the through the super chat window, and the PayPal link that's in the description below. But as I always say, you don't have to donate. Just watching is great. Maybe leave a thumbs up, introduce yourself in that live chat room, because that's how we all get to know each other. But yeah, if you can't resist donating, then between 35 and 45% goes to YouTube through the super chat window, and between 3 and 5% goes to PayPal through the PayPal link, and that's in the description below. Oh, talking about links, I've got so many things to mention tonight. Talking about links, I'm going to be at the Warnings gig next Monday. I believe it's Monday. I still haven't checked, but I'm pretty sure it's Monday. At least that's what I've mentally made free in my head. But if it's not, I'll just make another day free, have to switch things around. But I'm pretty sure it's next Monday. I've been invited to go down to see The Warning, which would be great. And I have put a link to that particular gig in the description below, or I should say the tickets for that particular gig. So, if you wanted to attend the gig, then you can do. If you're in the UK and you are local to London, that's where I will be. So, yeah, if you see somebody looking like this, then you know who it is. Link in the description below. And another thing that I want to mention is that I got a message regarding somebody who is a fan of the channel and watches all the videos, which is great. And this message was from my sister, and it was from my sister that came through somebody called Tamsy, who's my sister-in-law's mother, so my my nephew's grandmother on my brother-in-law's no, hang on, it's sister-in-law. Did I say sister-in-law? I'm not sure what I just said, but anyway, yeah, it's a sister-in-law. Her mother, called Tamsy, I was talking to a friend. I think it's quite complicated, but anyway, in the end, getting to the important bit of information, there was somebody who worked at Screwfix, and he was called James Law, and coincidentally, that was the name of my first ever bassist in my band, in my first original band in my early 20s. So James Law works at Screwfix, I believe, and he's from Pewley Hill, and he watches the channel. And it was just mentioned that it would be great if I could give him a shout out. So here you go. James, I believe he's a musician as well, and I think he's in his 20s, maybe mid-20s, something like that. So he watches the channel, and yeah, it just happens to be something that got mentioned somehow when my sister-in-law's mother found out. Maybe it's a friend of hers, I'm not sure, but anyway, the important bit is that I got the message, and yeah, James, hello, thank you for watching the videos, and I hope that the music is going well. And yeah, I always say, if you enjoy it, that's the most important thing, and just stick at it and keep working hard. And if you enjoy what you're doing, then it won't seem like too much hard work, even though it probably will be and is a lot of hours. But yeah, thank you, James, for that. And thank you to Tamsy and my sister for letting me know about that, and eventually that message getting through to me, which is great. And it's always a little bit weird when I hear people that have watched the channel and people that occasionally do get in touch or recognize me, which has happened a few times, which is a bit weird. Even with a delivery, they said, I opened the door and they said, do you do videos on YouTube? I said, yes. I should have said no. And then they would have said, oh, you look exactly like the guy that does the videos. And you speak exactly like him as well. But anyway, yes, that was just a shout out I wanted to put into this particular live stream. So, hello, James. Thank you for watching. And thank you guys for joining me on tonight's live stream, for hitting that thumbs up. We're at 194 likes so far. If we get another 6... that means we'll be looking for 125, which means we're looking for 131 more thumbs up, I think, in order to work out how many we require in that live chat room. If you can hit that thumbs up, that would be much appreciated. But yeah, when I said about people watching the channel, that was just part of how the Morris Hayes video came along, that he'd seen my channel and saw one of my analysis videos on Prince. And yeah, I was then linked to a video a few weeks ago now, or that particular interview that he was giving, and he was just kind of mentioning about me and the channel. And yeah, that was great, because now I've had an interview with Morris, and that'll be on the channel again, part 2 tomorrow night. Check out part 1 if you haven't seen that. That was released on Sunday. But yeah, always it's great to get in touch with people that watch the channel, and you never know who's watching. That's the great thing. And it's great to hear from people that do watch the channel, and it's always great to know that not only, you know, professional musicians, recreational musicians, but fans of the music are watching as well. Just people that connect with music and don't necessarily play an instrument or are musicians themselves, but I think it's something that links us all. No matter how much time you've spent working at either playing or performing music, everyone has that part within them. And this is something that myself and Morris talk about now. Is probably going to be in the part 3 of the video. I did give you fair warning that Morris and I spoke for a long time, so it means it's going to be part 3, which I'll have to edit together and get up on the channel at some point. Maybe I'll just do it all this week and try and get that on the channel for maybe Friday. So yeah, we've got another one of those to come, but we speak about that, and that's probably going to be in part 3, talking about, you know, relating to music, connecting with music, and as Morris put it, connecting with your frequency, because music is frequencies, and some people, you know, are hit by particular frequencies that they understand more than others. And it's a really interesting point of view and discussion and way to see music and sound, but like I said, that will come in part 3. Anyway, moving on just to the other thing that happened is that we've hit 302,000 subscribers. So thank you everyone for subscribing, hitting that notification bell and all of that good stuff. Again, crazy number, but we will keep on pushing forward and see where we end up. 302,000 is certainly a huge number. But yeah, thank you guys for all of your attention and comments and likes and all that kind of stuff. I think I just silenced everyone, and now I just made them start cheering again. And now that should go away and they should stop cheering. This is the other thing, because I can't really hear what's going on, because if I did, you'd start getting feedback and there'd be an echo because the microphone would hear it out of the speakers. It means that I can't really hear anything. So I could be talking with all of that cheering going on, not even knowing that there's still cheering going on. So it could just go on for ages. But I think from what I can see on the screen, the red light has stopped on the cheering effect, so that should be fine. Anyway, let me get into the donations. Thank you guys for these. Paul donated $2 and says 302,000. Yay, please spike the likes all y'all. So thank you for that great idea. Hit that thumbs up if you do get a chance. Orlando donated $2 as well. Thank you for that, Orlando. And the message is spike the likes. And let me have a plug, or at least give a plug of the mug. And there it is. Let's see how they get on. And there we have it on the other side. So if you want to get your hands on any of the merchandise, mugs, tumblers, and I think, did I say t-shirts? There, lots of stuff over there. So you can check that all out if you want to. Right. Let me try and remember the other things, or other thing that I've got to mention. I think we've pretty much done all of it. I did try and make a note, but I'm not very good at reading and then talking at the same time. I can kind of click on things and, I don't know, multitask that way, but when I'm having to read things, it's very difficult. That was what's interesting about watching TV. I think this is the first time I've seen it, that I saw a news program or just a news bulletin, and the guy there was presenting, but you could see in the background the reflection of the auto cue that he was reading. So I thought, yeah, that makes it a lot easier. If you've got all the words that are literally on the screen that you're looking at and you're just reading them, that'd be great. But then I suppose it's not really that good if you're doing things like this and it's live and somebody asks a question, then you'd have to go from one thing to the other. That'd be really complicated. But yeah, for reading the news, that'd be great to just effectively have your script of what's going on. That's just reminded me of Anchorman, the movie, where they say, somebody says, if it's on the auto cue, then Ron Burgundy will read it. And I guess that's the danger, that you're not really taking in the words that you're reading because you're not thinking of them when you're reading them, because they're just being given to you. That could be the problem. So maybe good to stay away from the auto cues. Anyway, thank you Karen as well, who has donated $5, and that is a straight up donation. And Orlando donated $2 as well and says, rest in peace Andy Rourke, bassist The Smiths. So thank you for that, Orlando. And yes, amen to that. Karen again donated $5. Thank you again for that. The message is, hi Phil, just curious if you're seeing Get Back and seeing John/Paul admit to treating George badly. John at least felt guilty. So thank you for that, Karen. And I haven't, but it is not that I'm not going to watch it. It's just having the time to. I mean, literally the time to watch anything. I mean, other than videos that I'm being sent all the time for analysis videos. But yeah, just having the time to sit down and watch it. But when I say that I haven't seen it yet, I will definitely watch it, because my father now owns the DVD, so we've made sure that we have it so that when we actually get a chance to watch it, then, I mean, we're not going to be watching it together, but I mean, independently, if we get some time to watch it, then it is going to be available, rather than having to try and find it. And I know that it was on, I think, Disney Plus or something like that here in the UK, but then you've got to have the Disney Plus membership, and that's something that I didn't have. So I would have been effectively just paying like a monthly thing for just watching one video, because it's not as if I'm going to spend loads of time on Disney Plus watching loads of stuff that I'm paying for, because I just wouldn't have the time to do that. So there is a copy that my father has of the Get Back documentary. The other thing is that I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, so of course Peter Jackson kind of doing it all himself, or putting it all together. I'm interested to see how it's put together from an editing standpoint as well, but just overall how it is. But I will get to that pretty soon, now that I don't have to worry about the all of the membership and doing the subscription and all that kind of stuff. So once my father has it, so once he's watched it, I'll make sure that I watch it as well. But anyway, thank you for that, Karen. And there have been some donations over in the PayPal window as well, so thank you guys for those. And let me actually just go back to here. Okay, Tammy donated £10, and that was at 4 this morning. So thank you for that, Tammy. And the message is, hi Phil, congratulations on hitting 302,000 subscribers. You definitely are one dope cat. So thank you for that, Tammy. And I think that's a quote from Morris in our interview, that he called me a dope cat. So thank you to Morris for that, but thank you, Tammy, for that donation. And Nicole has donated £10 and 77 pence. So thank you for that, Nicole. The message is, hello Phil, for a good live stream tonight, for a nice week with your friends and family. Have a nice days, Phil. I kiss you, rock, and cheers. So thank you for that. And it is an important week, actually, because it's my mum's birthday tomorrow. And that means technically in 34 minutes time, something like that, is officially going to be her birthday. So yes, that'll be happening tomorrow. When I say it'll be happening, I mean, we'll probably maybe have a meal or something, still yet to be organised exactly what's going to be going on or what we're going to be eating, but there will be some kind of celebrationary eating going on tomorrow night. So yes, important day this week. And let me go into the next donation, because Debbie has donated £10. Thank you for that, Debbie. The message is, hi Phil, thank you for the fabulous interview with Maurice Hayes. You did an awesome job. Congrats on 302,000 subscribers. You're the best. Love you, Debbie. So thank you for that. And yeah, it was great to speak with Maurice. I think this is why we spoke for so long, is because I just wanted to pick his brains about everything, even though I am very conscious of just letting people talk, because everything that Maurice was talking about I was finding really interesting, and it's something that I see sometimes on TV where somebody asks a question, but it's obvious that the person hosting the TV show isn't really interested in the answer. Then maybe they're just not a fan, or they don't follow the person that, I mean, actually, yeah, it tends to be the case that on the talk shows, somebody comes on to promote a product or promote a movie, so therefore the presenter isn't really into what they're doing, potentially. So then if they do ask a question, they're not really interested in the answer, so they kind of interrupt them halfway through, and you think, hang on, they haven't even answered your question yet. So yeah, I wouldn't say I'm conscious of interrupting, because I don't want to interrupt. I want to hear the answers. But I know that Maurice, I mean, he has such a unique view on things, being really part of Prince's music for so long. Then I think with that kind of, I don't know, insight and all of the knowledge that he has and experience, then I just want to hear everything that he's saying. So yeah, Maurice is great, because he's so down to earth, and he'll just tell you everything or anything that you want to know. So yeah, we did speak for a very long time. But thank you for that, Debbie, and I hope you guys did enjoy that interview that I released on Sunday. And like I said, the next one's coming out tomorrow night, so be ready for that. It'll be 8 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. You can work out your time zones if you want to be exactly on the dot as to when it's going to be released. That's when I aim to release all of my videos, analysis videos, interviews. It's only the live streams that happen a little bit later, which will be technically 3 hours later, because we go live at 11 p.m. here in the UK. But thank you for this as well. Karen has donated £10. Again, thank you for that, Karen. We have another one that's just come in, and this is from Liz, who has donated £5. So thank you for that, Liz. And the message is, if you could tour the world with any singer or band, who would it be and why would you choose them? So thank you for that, Liz. And I mean, this is going to have to be in an alternate universe, because I have been asked before, if a band asked you to go on tour, would you go on tour with them? Would you drop everything and do that? And I've said in the past that, well, no, because I send out all the orders of my CD, and I'm selling my music, and I'm still doing everything that I do on YouTube, all the analysis videos and the live streams. It means that all of that would stop, and all of the people that like Maurice, all the people that I'm meeting through the channel and going to see The Warning next week, and musicians that I'm meeting not only on the internet, but Steve Stevens from Billy Idol as well, when I got invited to go down and watch them, Frankie Valli as well. All of these connections that I'm making in the industry, even though I'm an independent musician myself, because we have that common ground of, I think, understanding music, or at least appreciating music, and the fact that they watch my channel is amazing. But all of these connections that I'm making from what I'm doing is great. And I think if I left all that and left my own music, and people might order my CD and then there's nobody to send it to them, so they'd have to wait 6 months to get the CD. I kind of pride myself on replying to everybody, getting through every email, even though it might take me a few days to do so, and sending off every CD order in a timely fashion so that people don't have to wait months in order to receive their CD. So yeah, this is what I mean. It would have to be in an alternate universe. I mean, of course, if a band said, oh, Phil, do you want to come down and play on this particular night, then that's something that I can do. I can reorganize my diary to then have an admin day on a different day, or depending on if it's like a video day, then I'll sacrifice an admin day and try and do the admin at another point. And that's what I've had to do actually last week with the interview with Morris, because he could do it on a Monday, which is normally an admin day for me. So it means that, yeah, that got pushed later on to, I think, Wednesday. I then just sacrificed that day to catch up with everything, whereas I'd normally do an analysis video. But this is the point, that yeah, it's all very busy, but if somebody said, right, do you want to come and play at a gig? Yeah, absolutely, why not? I'd be more than happy to do that. But yeah, if I could tour in an alternate universe, it would probably have to be maybe Winger. I would shoot. I mean, this is the thing about the kind of music that I'm into, and lots of people probably don't even know Winger or Kip Winger, but that's certainly a band that I think I'd have a lot of fun performing with. And I think enjoyment is the most important thing. You've got to really like the music that you're playing, and Winger are just, one of those bands whose music I am a big fan of. And, it's on my, a lot of their songs is actually on my workout playlist when I have the ability to work out, which I haven't had in, about a year and a half, over a year and 6 months. So yeah, over a year and a half. So, they're the kind of songs that kind of get me motivated and all that kind of stuff. So I can't think of a better band to play the music of if you're getting motivated playing it. But obviously that would be in that alternate universe. But thank you for that, Liz. And we have Connie, who has donated £25. So thank you for that. And the message is, happiest of birthdays to your mom from all the Wingers, Connie B. So thank you for that. And thank you, everyone in that live chat room. Anyone who's saying happy birthday to my mum. It is much appreciated. And I can see Don't Call Me Angie says, is Winger just UK? So no, Winger aren't even a UK band. So I mean, sometimes they do come over to the UK, and I think they're in Manchester pretty soon. Anyway, yeah, this is the other thing, just being so busy, you kind of lose track of when bands are playing, and it's just trying to, keep track of everything that's going on a daily basis is very difficult. But yes, so they're not from, and Kip Winger, I have mentioned him quite a lot actually on live streams in the past, about him not only being, a singer and guitarist, multi-instrumentalist, but a composer as well. So he's just a massively talented guy who just happens to have been very successful in hard rock, but he does lots of other genres of music, and obviously classical music. So yeah, he's a multi-talented guy, but just Red Beach as a guitarist as well. He's a guitarist who I really like the sound of and the way that he plays. So it's just, the band is just a great band, and they've got some great songs. So yeah, big fan of them. But anyway, yes, thank you for all the donations that have just come in the super chat window. Anna has donated $10, so thank you for that. And the message is, congrats on 302,000. It's 302,000 space exclamation mark, and happy birthday wishes to your dear mum, our partner in crime, laugh out loud, from Beverly and myself. So thank you for that. And I think this is referring to cookie cakes and all that kind of stuff, which happened last year. Actually, the cookie cake gate, which was a secret organization of getting my mum involved in order to get me a cookie cake. And this year I had 2 cookie cakes, which I did get through. So I did get a bit of help from my family, of course. I'm not just going to eat both of them all by myself, but I think probably the whole of the second one I did eat myself. So yeah, a couple of cookie cakes, but you can't have enough cookie cake in my opinion. And thank you Rose as well, who has donated $1.99. And that is a straight up donation by the looks of it. And yes, I just tried to scroll down, but it wouldn't go down. So thank you for that. Right, let me mention the vote that we've got going on at the moment in that live chat room. At the top of it, it's between More Than Words and Don't Slow Down, the covers for tonight. So if there are any Extreme fans, I mean, Extreme is in the lead at the moment, but Mr. They do Don't Slow Down. So if you are Mr. fan, then have your vote, and we'll probably be bringing that to a close in about 8 minutes, something like that, and then we'll jump into the cover video. So have your vote at the top of the live chat room. Right, we are going to be, I'm not sure whether, I know what I was going to do. Actually, I was wanting to do, I thought it would be a good idea, but then I saw how many pictures there were that I had to upload to the software, so I didn't have time to set up the screen capture. I thought we'd do a riff of the week, but maybe we won't be able to fit that in unless I just throw caution to the wind and see if I can somehow do this. Oh, this is probably a bad idea, because it means I'm going to have to go to my YouTube channel and then go to my videos. Right, I tell you what, while I'm doing all of this, I need a number between 1 and 100, and I haven't got the list, and I know that Laura used to send me through the list of all the riffs of the week. So this is going to have to be just a random riff of the week that maybe we've done, maybe we haven't, between 1 and 100. And then I can type in that particular number and we can have a riff of the week. And we're just going to literally shoehorn this into this part of the live stream. Just because it was something I thought would be cool to do. And then I forgot to set it up. But I'm going to keep going, I'm going to endure, and we're going to do a riff of the week off the cuff. Right, I can see lots of numbers going through. The other thing that I didn't set up actually was the comment thing, where we can actually see the comments on the screen, or at least I get to choose the comments on the screen. And let me see if I can do that. So this is really flying by the seat of my pants, as we call them here. But I'm not sure whether that pants refers to pants in the UK or pants in the USA, which means trousers. I think it's more a UK thing. So anyway, flying by the seat of your pants. Right, I'm going to just pick out one, and it looks like it's this one. Don't Call Me Angie says number 27. So let me do riff of the week 27. Type that in, click on that, and I'm gonna have to move.
Are you gonna play something, or is that
gonna have an advert? So let's get rid of that, because I don't own all of the riffs, so they do get copyright claimed. Right, let's get this on screen like that. Oh, it doesn't really fit. I'm gonna have to change my screen capture, and I don't even know where this is going to appear. So as soon as I click this button, in an ideal world, it's going to be in the middle of the screen, but it might just be somewhere totally random. So let's see what happens if I can even find the screen capture thing. Oh, that's not too bad. It's kind of off to the side. Maybe we can just have it there, or I could drag it across. We'll just have it there. We'll just, as long as you guys can hear it as well. Let me unmute it, and we will play through. So riff of the week, you're trying to guess what this riff is, and you don't win anything. It's just to see who gets it first, who wins the race. Let me click on play, and I probably won't be able to hear it myself. I'll have to try and work it out from what I can see myself playing on the fretboard, but let's get into it. That means it's going to be an easy one. And there we have it. So, I mean, when I said it was an easy one, that was definitely an easy one. And, oh, let me look through on my list. I'm going to scroll down and see who got it first according to my software. So this is taking all of the comments as they come through. I'm going down. I think Mary V said Iron Man. Eric said Black Sabbath. Paul said Love Me Tender, Elvis Presley. Orlando said Iron Man. Tom said Iron Man. TIGQ said Ozzy, but we need the name of the song, which we've had, because Iron Man, of course, is the answer. I'm going through. Billy says Rainbow's Iron Man. And, I mean, technically, yeah, Rainbow is a bit of a running joke that we have on the live streams. So, Kevin said Iron Man, Black Sabbath. I think, going down. Right, I think that it was Kevin who said Iron Man, Black Sabbath. I mean, Black Sabbath is optional. Just having the name of the song or the name of the riff or the song that the riff comes from is what I'm looking for. So congratulations to Kevin, but congratulations to everybody else and those that I read out, everybody that got that correct or guessed correctly for that particular riff. So there we go, just an impromptu riff of the week, which thankfully wasn't a total disaster. We just about got away with it. So yeah, very easy one, but we'll maybe do that in the future as well. Obviously, I'll figure it out a little bit better. What I'm going to do is, not that actually this helps at any point. Sometimes when I save the screen captures, or at least where I'm capturing it from the screen, when I then load it up the next time, open the software, the screen capture things move all over the place. So then I have to do them all over again for every single live stream, which is a bit of a pain, but I'm going to save it anyway. And hopefully while it's saving, we're not going to get stuck or freeze or anything. Save. And I think it did it without anything going wrong. So there we go. And if you have watched the Iron Man movies, then you might know that, because there's a fair amount of actually it's quite a cool soundtrack, just at, you know, on a fundamental level, like the old 80s soundtracks that I've mentioned in the past on the live streams about 80s music and how the movies had such great soundtracks, and Iron Man was kind of a little bit like that with, you know, AC/DC as well. So yeah, cool stuff in those particular movies. Right, let's get back to the vote for tonight's cover video. So we will jump into that soon. Oh, Cheryl donated $5 in the super chat window, so thank you for that, Cheryl. And the message was, thanks for being you, Phil. Love your channel. So thank you for that, Cheryl, the kind words and the donation. Let's bring to a close the vote for tonight's cover video. And it looks like it's going to be More Than Words, which has 60% of the vote. Don't Slow Down had 39%. So thank you guys for voting. And thank you for hitting the thumbs up. I can see we're at 268 likes so far. So in order to have a jam at the end of the live stream, we need to be hitting 325. So click on the likes button, the little thumbs up, if you haven't done so far. It'd be much appreciated if you could do that to then ensure that we have a jam at the end of tonight's live stream. But we're going to be jumping in to this particular cover video, which isn't a jam. It's my version of More Than Words by Extreme. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys after. Rock. Hi guys, this is my first proper video of 2017, and it's my cover of More Than Words by Extreme, and I hope you like it. Rock.
Saying I love you, it's not the words I want. Not that I want you not to say, but if you only knew how easy it would be to show me how you feel. More than words is all you have to do to make it real. Then you wouldn't have to say that you love me, 'cause I'd already know. What would you do if my heart was torn in two? More than words to show you feel that your love for me is real. What would you say if I took those words away? Then you could make things new just by saying I love you. Love, more than words, love. Now that I've tried to talk to you and make you understand, all you have to do is close your eyes and just reach out your hands and touch me. Hold me close, don't ever let me go. More than words is all I ever needed you to show. Then you wouldn't have to say that you love me, 'cause I'd already know. What would you do if my heart was torn in two? More than words to show you feel that your love for me is real. What would you say if I took those words away? Then you could make things new just by saying I love you.
And there we have it. That was my version of the extreme classic More Than Words, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you for voting for that one tonight and for just suggesting it over on Patreon in the first place. So, as I always say, being the foundation of the channel, not only are they that, they're the foundation of all of the videos that I do show in the live streams, the cover videos that people ask for, and sometimes it is really difficult because we get so many different requests for different cover videos and different original songs as well. We started with We Can Fall Down earlier this evening, and we always start with an original video. So thank you guys over on Patreon for giving me those songs to at least put up on screen for you guys to vote for, but then for me to choose to open the live stream with. Right, I might actually jump over to Patreon in order to see if we had, I mean, what time? I mean, it's 10 to 1 here. So I know that we have a lot of pictures to get through. Maybe we should jump into the pictures, because I was wondering whether we had time for Phil Tune. Maybe, maybe not. Let's have a look. We are at 289 for the FilJam number 9. So that means we're looking for another 36, I think. likes, I'm not sure, but if you could hit that thumbs up, it'd be much appreciated, so that we can have a jam at the end of the live stream. But let me jump into picture corner and we'll grab some pictures, have a look at those, and of course get the elevator music going in the background. So I'll see you guys in a second. Rock. Okay, so like I said, we did have a few of these to take a look at tonight, and first of all we have Danny B, who has sent in this picture of a signed Wings of Pegasus pic and some guy holding a guitar. So yes, thank you for sending this in. And people might think, what is that weird guitar that is sitting on? It's a dulcimer, I do believe. So not that I think I've been asked whether I've played one before, but I haven't. So anyway, thank you Danny B for sending that in, and we do have actually a close up, there we go, of some guy holding a guitar and the signed Wings of Pegasus pic. So there we have it. Thank you Danny for sending that one in. And here is a bit of an update from the last live stream where I showed a picture of Vince and Sandy, and they said that was it Vince and Sandy? It might have been either on their way or just about to watch June, Millington and Fanny, the band that I've mentioned in the past quite a lot on the channel, but June is a friend of the channel. And thank you to Vince and Sandy for sending this one in. And then here we have June herself with Vince. So thank you Vince for taking this picture and going and finding June. I think there's a video somewhere, actually I might have this on the software. I could maybe show you this afterwards, but it was when I was invited down to the premiere. Oh, let me see if I can find this. I don't know. And I went with my sister and they spotted me in the audience. June spotted me in the audience, and therefore I got kind of called out. I'll try. I don't think I'm going to be able to find this while talking because there's lots of other things I have to go through in order to find it. But anyway, yes. I might be able to do that. Not sure. Anyway. Again, a bit distracted for the pictures. Thank you for uploading that one, Vince. And then we had one that's been sent in by Debbie as well. So thank you, Debbie, with the Wings of Pegasus hoodie there. And Suzanne has sent in this one of the Wings of Pegasus t-shirt that she's modelling. And thank you for that, Suzanne. And do we have another one? Here is another one. This is Dee. So thank you, Dee, for sending this one in. And she has the Wings of Pegasus album called Persistence in her hand. So thank you for purchasing that one. And that then brings us to the end of the pictures for tonight's picture corner. But thank you guys for uploading the pictures to the Wings of Pegasus supporters group over on Facebook. If you are a Facebook user, then you can head over there and you can join in with that group. And then if you do have any merchandise or an album or anything, then you can upload your picture there and I will get linked to it. Laura will send things over my way. And I thought Orlando was saying, where was the Fanny picture or the concert, as in I didn't show it, but I did show. I thought, hang on, I definitely did show that picture. But yeah, it's location, I think, is what Orlando was asking for there. So this is the problem when I'm reading comments and talking at the same time. I think people are asking things and they're not actually asking anything. I've just read it incorrectly. But anyway, yes, thank you guys for sending in those pictures. Right, where are we at? 309. So we're looking for, I mean, that shouldn't take too long to work out. It's 16 more likes to have a jam at the end of the live stream. What we might do is jump into, I'm kind of determined to find this video from the premiere. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to find it though, because it's all very complicated. What I might do is we'll jump into a fill tune, and then I'll try and find the video and import it. It might wreck everything, and we might actually go off air, and it could be a nightmare, but it could work. Hopefully, fingers crossed, my computer is fast enough to do it, because it is a fancy Mac studio. So we will see, thanks to you guys, of course, who have just allowed me to upgrade my system, and for this to actually be able to load things. I mean, even going back to that Riff of the Week, I wouldn't have been able to do that on my old Mac, because it wouldn't have been able to load it all at the same time. So yeah, we can do so much more with the live streams. But anyway, getting into the fill tune, I'll have a quick look over on Patreon to see if anyone in particular was requested. It just is fill tune. Diane says fill tune. Oh, Joe says fireworks one. I don't know if I have the fireworks one. I know that I did upload it at some point, but then I kind of changed it, and I don't know whether I've uploaded it again. So what we'll do is we'll go with one of the other four, which is going to be the library, just randomly picked. So we'll jump into this, a real life story from my musical past, and I'll see you guys after. Rock.
Guys, I'm so excited. I have just managed to get us an awesome gig.
Well, I do hope our definition of awesome coincide.
Well, I know a guy who works at a pub, and he said we can play there this Friday night.
You know a guy. So far, to be honest, I'm on the fence about this gig. Persuade me. Where is the venue? Will I have heard of it?
The pub is called the Golden Guff. It is in Surrey. My friend has told me it will be amazing. We need this gig.
Well, it certainly sounds like a reputable joint. It's about an hour's drive, but I'm going to trust you on this. Let's book the gig.
We won't regret it. The place will be packed. I can't wait.
Wowzers, this pub really looks like a library. Hello there. Do you work here?
Yes, I do.
Yes, we do need help. Thanks for asking. We are the band who are playing here this evening. What is the plan?
Are you sure there's live music tonight?
Well, I ruddy hope so. If not, my bandmate has yet again stitched me up, as well as himself. So, who is in charge?
I am the only person working here tonight.
Well, at least we know, therefore it will not be busy tonight. Great. Where is the stage, and we'll start to set up?
Well, whenever someone has played an acoustic guitar, they have been sitting here, so you can play in this area.
Oh my guff heck of frig. You may actually notice there are tables and sofas in the way, not to mention just being a woeful position for music.
I'm afraid you'll have to move the table and sofas out of the way then.
Well, as I'm a musician and I want to play, I will do this manual labor in addition to the hour's drive. I also assume we are not getting paid for this gig.
That is correct.
At least you're holding up your end of the bargain. Well, let's get to work, guys. These sofas look like the heaviest sofas we will ever lift in our lives.
I'll leave you to it, and I'll make sure that if you need anything, I will be impossible to find.
Many thanks for following standard protocol. Great job, guys. It only took an hour and I think I've got a hernia. But I'm sure it will all be totally worth it and not a gig we should have declined. Just the person I was looking for. So, where is the PA? Is it quite heavy to lift? And also, how many channels does your mixer have?
We don't have a PA here.
Ha 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 ha. That was a fantastically great joke. Wasn't it? Or should I say, it better have been.
No, what you see is what we have.
That, I'm afraid, is sweet guffaw. Well, what do you usually do on live music nights then?
Jacob usually does all the band stuff. He's not here today, but I have his number if you want to talk to him.
That might be an idea. At least every last detail of this gig has been meticulously planned by the venue, otherwise we could all look like absolute total amateurs. Hello Jacob, I'm Phil from the band that are playing at your pub tonight. Where is the PA? And the mixer? For the gig? Okay, so it's in your car. And you are in your car at the moment. And you're 5 hours drive away. Do you think this may be an issue? Considering we're playing in 45 minutes, you didn't realize what the time was? Oh well, that is a very acceptable excuse. I mean, how could anyone ever have foreseen these unlikely turn of events? Unbelievable. So here is the situation. The PA is 5 hours away. We have 45 minutes until we start. So this venue has quite truly rogered our collective bums in the guff.
Oh dear. I can't help feeling partially responsible for us being in this position.
Yes, I wonder why that is.
Just so you know, your friends and family are also just starting to arrive. They must have made the hour-long drive to support you.
Oh. Great. Well, as ridiculous as this sounds, I have purchased my own PA, so that if a music venue is retarded enough to not have any equipment, I have everything. It just so happens it's in my sister's boyfriend's van, who should be here shortly. So, it seems that you as a collective venue won't have egg on your face. You jammy dodgers.
I don't understand.
Oh, just that to the innocent onlooker, you'll look like you have a great PA system and are a great live music venue, when in fact you are actually a total load of rubbish guff venue. With no idea, and couldn't organize a piss-up in a brewery. Present location accepted. No offense.
None taken.
You are seriously mentally vacant. I'm going to slag off this pub to my family now. Bye.
And there we have it. Right, I think we have just hit the likes goal. So thank you everyone for hitting that thumbs up. Of course, if you're watching in the future on catch up, you can keep on hitting that thumbs up. Everyone single thumbs up collectively when added together really do help the channel to grow and for these live streams to get out there a little bit more. Now, I did find the video, and this, I'm not sure whether it's going to play on screen. I think I'm just going to click on it and see what happens as to how it appears. But let's have a look. And this is, by the way, myself and myself and my sister invited down to the premiere of the Fanny movie / rockumentary. So let me just play this, see if it works.
Hi, Drew. Oh my God! It's me. It's Phil from Wings at Pegasus. Oh my God! Yay! Thank you. Loved it. Every day. Thank you. I miss you. I miss you too.
And there we had it. That was just a quick snippet, and yeah, big shout out to my sister who had her camera ready. I think once she saw that I had been spotted, then she was very quick to get the phone out, get it filming and all that kind of stuff. I don't think I would have been able to do it that quickly because I'd be pressing all the wrong buttons, probably drop the phone down the back of the seat and not be able to find it again. But anyway, yes, so that was June. I think you might have seen bottom right of the screen, but you know, they're all there, as you can see. Anyway, amazed that I found that on the software. Right, yes, we are going to be getting into the FilJam, but we had a donation from Janine over through the PayPal window that says Phil support, and that was for £10. So thank you for that, Janine. And I know that there have been some donations in the super chat window, but Joe has donated £5 as well in the PayPal window, saying apologies in advance for tonight's backing track choice. Okay, so what has Joe done for us? So Joe gives me a list, and the list of backing tracks is just random, so we click on them and just see what happens. So yeah, we'll wait and see whatever that is. Karen donated £3.86 as well. Thank you for that, Karen. The message is, hi Phil, congrats on reaching 302,000 subscribers. Happy birthday to your mum. I just had some chocolate cake to celebrate this woman who raised a very talented and inspirational son. Cheers, Karen. So thank you for that. And yeah, this is something that I do occasionally, just a good excuse to have cake or fast food. You say that you're celebrating somebody else's birthday. I mean, everybody's got a birthday somewhere in the world on today or tomorrow, so good excuse, but I think you have to know them in some kind of way. But yes, certainly my mum's birthday is valid, I would say, for everybody that tunes in for the live streams and watches the channel. So thank you for that, Karen. And just jumping over to the super chat window, let me have a look in there. Did we get as far as Cheryl? I'm not sure. Cheryl donated $5. Thank you for that. And the message was, thanks for being you, Phil. Love your channel. So thank you for the kind words. And Orlando donated $2 saying the backup singer looked just like you. So thank you for that. And this is often something that I say about people who are in families and their brothers or sisters play instruments as well, so they can actually and sing. So it means that they can have somebody not only helping them out with an instrument but harmonizing with them. So this is why I always think, it would have been great to have a large family with lots of other people that wanted to be musicians, because then you've got your band. You don't have to audition everyone. You're just straight, forward, you're already rocking and rolling, and your band's sorted. So, and just total easy rehearsal times, because you don't have to organise where you all are, because you're in the same house. Like when you're kids growing up, you could literally rehearse every day. So yeah, it's a win-win situation, but not the situation I had. So as you can see in that video, I have to harmonise with myself, but play the other guitar part as well. Anyway, thank you for that, Orlando. And Paul donated $2 and says, it looks like you got your haircut. Looks good. So thank you for that, Paul. And this isn't a haircut. This is just a random parting, kind of off-center parting. And it's just random as to what happens with my hair. So no, it's not cut. I think because it's curling, you can see this has got kind of almost like a total S thing going on that side. So because it's curling, it means that it looks shorter. But if that was straight, if I literally like pulled it down, yeah, I'd be blinded. But then it kind of pops up again, so it's all right. Anyway, we will be jumping into, I think, this backing track, which I don't know what it's going to be like. Let me actually get to the messages first and scroll down. Right, where are we at? Okay, so this one is 5 minutes and 48 seconds, so it's going to be a short one.
So you're saying,
let me mute the advert and see what it is. Okay, guitar backing track, Zydeco in C. So thank you, Joe. This must have been why the apology came through before. We're about to play along, because I mean, Zydeco is a style of music that I've never ever played along to. So this is going to be interesting. I mean, it's a relatively short backing track, but as for the levels, we'll have to see what goes on. And let me. I was just adjusting the seat, but I'm not sure whether seeing my fretboard is going to help or not on this, because I've got to try and find some notes on this thing that will go with whatever we're about to hear. And let me see if I can actually hear it to begin with, and then you can let me know if you can hear it and hear the guitar. Oh, by the way, this is guitar backing track, Zydeco in C. And that's Zydeco, and it's from Best Backing Tracks, and it says that that's a topic, but the channel is Best Backing Tracks on YouTube, of course. Right, I'm going to press play and see if I can hear this or not. I can hear it. But for a guitar jam, I'm not sure whether I want to hear it, but we'll have a go with this. Let me know if you can hear it. Back up then. It sounds like it should change there, but it doesn't. I don't know when this is going to finish. Let's see how long we've got. Okay, it's like a minute. Oh, and there we had it. Oh, and it goes into an advert. So there we had it. That was all a little bit kind of funny and random. So, yeah, never played along to any Zydeco before, but there we have it. There's a first for everything, and I don't know whether what the music should really sound like, but there you go. Whatever that was, it was, and we found some notes that worked, but thankfully, I mean, I'd have to get more used to that particular style, but just singing through your guitar, it tends to be the best way forward. But with that, it seemed like it should have changed. Obviously, it doesn't have to change anywhere, but so it's in C, F, C, G. It kind of sounded like there's a point at which I was expecting it to change, but then it didn't change to the chord. So yeah, I didn't want to kind of take any risk and jump to another particular fill shape. You know, for example, you know, being in C, oh, and then say, for example, going to the G. Say, for example, the F, back to the C. So yeah, making those sudden jumps, but then the chord not changing, that'd be a disaster, because you're assuming it's going to change and it might go on for a little bit longer. And yeah, when you're not really used to it, or kind of the changes or just the style of music, then yeah, it's always a little bit risky. But anyway, thank you guys for joining me tonight on the live stream. Look out for that video tomorrow night, part 2 of the interview with Morris Hayes. And Suzanne donated £11.57. So thank you for that, Suzanne. And the message was, my favourite FilJam yet, Zydeco. Phil, you are absolutely unstoppable. So thank you for that, for the kind words. But I think it's fair to say I'm not going to start going on tour, playing in that particular style of music. But this is the good thing about just loading up backing tracks, seeing what happens, is that you can apply what you do on the fretboard and hopefully just apply it to whatever song is underneath. And yeah, if you just approach it that way, then whatever you play, at least it's just what you're thinking of and what you're doing, rather than having learned loads of kind of pre-rehearsed licks that have to be over a particular progression, and then yeah, jumping from one chord to the next, sometimes not even knowing what that next chord is. That's where you then have to really kind of sing through your guitar and think on your feet, because yeah, when you know all of the chord progressions and all of the chords, then a lot of players just kind of play through arpeggios of chords, and you think, well, that's just playing all the notes of a chord. You're not really singing anything, and sometimes it's too fast to sing anyway, playing through those kind of techniques like sweep picking, which yeah, I did a tiny bit of in the last one. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I'm going to be live streaming it again as always on Saturday night, so if you guys can tune in then as well, that would be great to see you. And that's 11 PM Greenwich Mean Time as always. So have a great rest of your week, and thank you guys for the donations. And David donated $5 and said thanks, Phil. So thank you for that, David. And yes, as I always say, try to stay as safe and as sane as possible in this crazy world in which we live in. And I'll catch you guys at the next one. Rock!